Everyone, today is the 24th of May 2025. Thank you for joining our discussion of Vimalakirti Sutra. We're on slide 276, towards the end of the first chapter, where it's describing the bodhisattvas in attendance. When the Buddha was speaking of the Vimalakirti Sutra, there were about 32,000 bodhisattvas, mahasattvas. Thank you. And we have a small representative sample of these mahasattvas. Right now, we're at this sattva called Bodhisattva Never Resting. Okay. Bodhisattvas also have a lot of names themselves. The names represent their specialty. They excel at doing this. So this Bodhisattva here is known to be never resting, and Master Chucha, great Master Chucha, explains to us how he can be non-resting, meaning even when he's tired, when he's so exhausted, he's still able to not rest. Okay, how does he go about doing it? He does it by contemplating emptiness as not empty, and he doesn't dwell at a position skewed towards emptiness, and towards emptiness, transformation city for the sake of rest. Makes sense to you, right? It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so it's not easy to understand, not clear. But the concept is this: when you cultivate, you will eventually open your wisdom. That point there is when you put an end to your ego. Okay? What does it mean, putting an end to your ego? It means that when you reach that level and I yell at you, you say, you are like not afflicted at all. Wouldn't that be nice? If that's the case, I will never yell at you ever again. Because I only yell because it works. I yell to afflict you. If you don't get afflicted, what's the point in yelling? It becomes stupid. It would be so stupid to yell at you. You see? So anyway, going back to the point. The point is that you have your wisdom. You will put an end to your ego. Okay? And that's the stage of the fourth stage arhat. Very big deal in Buddhism, by the way. If you talk to any Buddhist and you tell them that, I've been certified to reach fourth stage arhat, they said, no way, that's impossible. Because the Buddha says in this Dharmaning and the era of ours, it's very difficult to reach fourth stage arhat. Okay? Meaning that because in this day and age, people are very egotistical. Me, 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 me. Okay? It's the culture of the self. Okay? Serving the ego, worshipping the ego, especially in the West, where we worship the egos. Okay? So that's why it's very challenging for Westerners to understand this concept of having no ego. Because you ask them, why? Why? I mean, I'm happier with my ego. I like money. I like booze. I like fun. I like Vegas. Anyone? Just those of you who are wondering, we have a long weekend here. And in Northern California, it's a 3-day weekend because Monday is a federal holiday for us. So Northern California, we go to Lake Tahoe, and gamble a little on me. And down south, we go to Vegas, where we go for culture. Okay? And so anyway, how do I get there? And I don't get it myself. It doesn't matter. I ramble. Okay? So what happens is that when you reach a state of no ego, then that's a stage of a fourth stage arhat. That's what the Hinayana practitioners strive for. To them, it's like the biggest achievement. And then, according to the Buddha, this is what happens to them. They are stuck there. They said, everything is empty. My ego is empty. You're empty. Everything is empty. So far so good. They see everything is empty. They're able to put everything down. Bitcoin, big deal. What else is important in life? Red car, children, no problem, huh? Okay. So what happens is that they understand this concept of emptiness. They are attached to nothing whatsoever. Okay, there's true freedom as compared to our culture, where we feel freedom is like you have more money. That's how you become freer. Okay, but that's not freedom. The more money you have, the more you slave for money. The more you're scared of losing money. Anyone? Well, the proof is that anyone has money, give it to me. Is my advice to you. How many of you are willing to do that? See, I rest my case. And so, the more money we have, the more attached, the more scared we are losing. The more we have of anything, the more scared we become at the concept of losing it. Okay? And so that's not freedom at all. Freedom is able to put it down. And that's, you can only put it down, not because you have too much. Because the more you have, the more you're afraid to lose. Okay? The only way for you to put it down is look at it as empty. Fundamentally, it's empty. Okay? Eventually, it returns to dust. Yes, 4.
Master, we talk a lot about emptiness. I just want to clarify, what is emptiness? Like, I have my own idea, but I would love to learn from you, so I'm not contemplating the wrong thing. Thank you.
Wow, no one ever asked me that. Okay, Xin, you answer her. She's your student. Not my fault. What's emptiness? No, you can't laugh like that. We're all ears, yeah. No time for chat GPT, forget it. Yeah, the answer has to relate to what she's doing. What is she doing here? You don't have, the question is so vast. Where do you begin? You look at her and say, what are you doing here? She'll talk about why she's doing here related to emptiness. Got that? That's how you answer. So let me answer for you. What are you doing here? Cultivating. Very good. How are you cultivating?
By try to suffer more and also listen to Dharma.
Don't scare these new people. No.
Joking.
Make it fun.
enjoying my time here.
Enjoy your time. Very good.
Recharge my energy.
Recharge your energy. Very good. Okay, much better. Okay, what else?
And listen to jokes.
Yeah.
And have fun.
And
improve myself.
No. And.
Cross my legs.
Cross your legs. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. That's what we're doing. Okay? You come here because you want to learn meditation. You want to improve your meditation skills because it's a very useful skill to have. It will improve tremendously your quality of life. And you bring it home with you to your family. Bring it home to your girlfriend and so forth. To your wife. Well, don't do that. Okay, never mind. Okay, so when you meditate, I'm trying to relate to you emptiness to what you do in cultivation. Cultivation is whatever you do is a form of chant, is a form of meditation. Okay? Even you listen to lecture right now is also a form of meditation. How? Oh, I don't know how. But anyway, it's a meditation, trust me. I can't explain everything to you. Okay, so meditation. Okay, when you meditate, okay, in meditation, here's what happens when you meditate. You enter samadhi. Is that right? Is that clear? When you meditate, the objective of meditation, no two ways about it, is to enter samadhi. All of you will enter samadhi. Albeit maybe a split second. Maybe it lasts as long as 1 second, split second, but still samadhi. Is that clear? That's a fact. When you meditate, you will enter samadhi, for sure. Sounds like a commercial. Okay, anyway, so to meditate is eventually will help you develop the skill to enter samadhi. And what's the advantage? What happens when you enter samadhi? Why is such a big deal? Because when you enter samadhi, what happens? You no longer think of your wife or your husband or your daughter or your boyfriend. Got that? So samadhi is a state of mind where you are free of thoughts. Not all thoughts, some kinds of thoughts. So for example, very specifically, let's say you're zero right now. Okay? Zero samadhi right here. When you learn chant meditation, you enter first dhyana. Okay? That's the first level of concentration. You enter first from zero. Samadhi means your mind is so scattered. Okay? And you enter first dhyana. When you enter first dhyana, your mind is free of thoughts. What kinds of thoughts? Thoughts about food. You have no craving for food anymore. What other thoughts are you free from? Thoughts of sleep. Desire for sleep. Sleep is very important to us. Very pleasant, isn't it? Yeah? And so, when you enter first dhyana or higher, you're free from thoughts of this yearning for sleep, this desire for sleep. I want to sleep. You're free from that thought even. So far, so good? What about another one? Are the children not here? Oh, they're there. Okay. Third type of thought is you free from thoughts of. Yeah, she's got it. One track mind. Okay? That thought. So naturally, when you enter samadhi, okay, any type of samadhi, first level is those three types of thoughts. Next level, the same three types of thoughts, plus additional thoughts. Third level, the prior level types of thought you're free from, plus additional types of thoughts. So your mind is getting more free from more thoughts, more types of thoughts. Is that clear? That's what happens to you. What is that called free, being free from thoughts? You're experiencing emptiness. It's so cool. Okay? You're freeing yourself from the boyfriend. You know, when you're not in samadhi, oh, I love you so much, I miss you so much. And you say, I want to be free of you. Don't throw away the ring. It costs money. Okay? Who knows what I'm talking about right away. Yeah, very practical girl there. Okay? You enter samadhi and say, oh, I'm free of you. I don't even miss you. I don't care if you live or die. That's freedom. Got that? Because, so emptiness here in Buddhism refers to the absence of thoughts. Meaning what? If you're stressed out, yeah? You reach a certain level of samadhi, you enter samadhi, what happened to your stress? Disappear. So that's why you may be very stressed out, but if you are skilled enough and high, your skill level is high enough, poof, enter samadhi. While you're walking, you say, oops, I should not be angry. Done. I should not be cold. Done. Your face is turning green with envy. You are so envious, aren't you? I'm bragging. It's possible. Meaning normally, you enjoy food, you enjoy music and everything, right? But when necessary, you say, oops, this is not healthy for me. Done, you're free. You enter samadhi, empty your mind, and you're free from any afflictions. That's it. Okay? Yes, Way Mountain.
Master, what is the transformation city?
I'm coming to that. Give me some time. I still have another hour to go. Yes, for. He always so practical. That's talk turkey. No.
Master, in Chinese we say 万法皆空, right?
Mm-hmm.
All Dhamma are empty.
Yes. But that's mental construct. They say every 万法皆空, all dhammas are empty. But it's just words. When you enter samadhi, it actually happens in your state of mind. You think of nothing.
So
that's the emptiness. But when you say 万法皆空, when you say all dharma is empty, is it really empty? You're still using words.
So, Like when I try to contemplate emptiness, let's say I'm contemplating the two angry couple that yelled at me. When I say, "Oh, you guys are empty," I just poof them like, "You're gone. You are impermanent. You're empty. Your anger is empty. Our relationship is impermanent." Like that's not how I do it, right?
Don't do that. Don't, you're killing them. It's equivalent to say, "I want you to go to emptiness." And they could explode. And they become
in my
empty.
Mind,
They're
empty.
and you're so mean sometimes. That's viciousness. It's not emptiness. Emptiness is that I don't even think of you. Emptiness is absence of thoughts, remember? It's no daughter, no husband, no money, no master, no temple, nothing whatsoever. You're free when you are in samadhi. And you exit samadhi, you suffer again. You become normal again, adorable again. When you're empty, okay, you're untouchable. Yes, 5.
Master, 2 weeks ago in this lecture, you talked about only when you see something as wonderful, you can see it as empty, or you can put it down. And only after you put it down, you can see it as truly wonderful. You only mentioned very briefly. Could you explain that?
It's not for you. I was bragging. I was saying, I see you so wonderful. Actually, I see you as empty as well. So you may be wonderful, I will throw you away just in a flash. No, that doesn't sound good, does it? Okay? Eventually you get there. Again, it's not a concept. If you have to think about it, then it's not really, it's just words, just a mental construct. Okay? The people like to say everything is empty, especially in Chinese wisdom. Everything is empty anyway. It's not empty because you still talk about it. You still have to use words to describe it. Everything is empty. Okay? If it's really empty, you would not have said anything at all. Okay? The proof is in the pudding. Someone yells at you. You look at that person and you say, then definitely she's not empty, is she? But if she yells at you, you look at if you look at. I'm not teaching you this trick, okay? You look at as if you're looking through air. You see, okay? Then more close. It's a little bit closer. Okay, the real test of emptiness is that when you hear someone yelling at you, scolding you, screaming at you, you hear your own ears. Okay? So naturally, your thought is that, what? What did I do to you? What did I do? Yeah? Anyone? Not you? What did I do to her? That's my first reaction. What happened? Where did I screw up? Okay? A thought arises right away. That's natural. Is that clear? I'm describing it for you. If you choose, that's a natural reaction. Okay? You don't have to make any effort. Just, what? Why? What did I do? Okay? Next thing is that if you have some skills, okay, normal people, they will become afflicted. It's not fair. Why do you yell at me? I did nothing to you. I'm just sitting here minding my business. Okay? Why do you yell at me? So that's what ordinary people do. Okay? But if you have some skill, someone yells at you, you say, what happened? And then they say, oh, I'm getting afflicted. They empty themselves. They empty their afflictions right away. Okay? That's wisdom. People mistakenly think wisdom is that someone yells at you, it doesn't bother me. That's BS. They like you to think that the bodhisattvas don't get afflicted. They get afflicted, but they squash it so fast they can't even see their affliction. Get that? They choose. They have a choice now to be afflicted or not to be afflicted. We don't. We don't have that choice. Because someone yells at us, we get afflicted right away. We can't help ourselves. That's the difference between having wisdom and having no wisdom. Having wisdom like a bodhisattva doesn't mean you become wood, you become stone. You have no more feeling, you have no more emotions. It's not true. The Buddhists like you to think that way. The Buddhist teachers like you to think that way. It's not true. Questions? So that's why the contemplate emptiness, you see the word here, the contemplate emptiness, is that it's a conscious thing. Okay? You look at it and say, okay, instead of reacting, I will look at it as empty. Is it clear? Does it help? I'm sorry, I'm demystifying a lot of stuff in Buddhism that people learn. They went to temple, go take classes, and say, it's a wisdom is that you are not afflicted. You don't allow yourself to be afflicted. Okay? Yes, there's a case where you're in samadhi constantly, like the Buddha. Okay? Then you don't get afflicted. That's how you handle the affliction. When someone yells at you, okay? You don't like it, but you stop yourself right away. Oh, I'm getting afflicted. That's how fast you are. And boom, you empty yourself. Any questions about that? Okay, here's what happens to this fourth stage arhat. He finds out that before he was so attached to his mother. I just give you an example. His wife, mother, I don't care. Okay? And so when the mother yells at him, he's so afflicted. You're the most important woman in my life, and you're not happy with me, then my life is meaningless. Okay? Anyone? I'm the only one, huh? God, what's wrong with you? I mean, you don't love your mother? Anyone? You never think of your mother as the most important woman in the world? I'm weird, huh? Yes, JMT.
마스터
Seriously?
죄송한데
You can be like that? Yes, Yumi. Question number 1 of 2.
yes. 마스터 제가 이게 5월 10일 날 마스터께서 서양인을 위한 토요 참선 법문에서 하셨던 법문이었어요. 근데 제가 이거를 질문할 타이밍이 없어서 지금 법문과 연결되어 있어서 질문하는데요. 네.
Master, I listened to your lecture, May 10th, Chan talk, and I don't have a chance to ask
Don't
your
you hate
question.
it when she quote me so precisely?
This is what are related to my questions. I want to ask your question.
Yes, sorry.
근데 이제 그때 마스터께서 서양인을 위한 그 토요일 찬토크에서 뭐라고 하셨냐면 그 내용이 남의 비방을 대하는 자세라고 하면서 법종 소용이라고 이렇게 말씀하셨어요. 한 번 더 끊을게요, 상수님. 그러니까 5월 10일 날 서양인을 위한 토요 참선 법문에서 마스터께서 다른 사람의 비방을 대하는 자세라는 내용으로 법문을 하셨었어요. 네.
So in Chan Talk, you talk about how to deal with the slander of other people.
근데 이제 그 찬토크의 내용은 뭐였냐면 특히 이제 사실을 기반으로 하지 않았던 비난에 대해서 마스터께서는 일단은 그를 따른다, 그리고 비방을 녹이고 마지막으로 흡수하다 이렇게 말씀을 하셨었어요. 네.
So when somebody criticizes you, it's not fact. The first you dissolve the criticism and then observe it.
그거를 마스터께서 이제 법이라고 종이라고 하시면서 따른다. 일단 따른다. 그 다음에 소라고 하면서 그걸 녹인다. 그다음 마지막으로 융이라고 하면서 흡수한다라고 말씀하셨어요. 법문 내용이. 괜찮으세요?
So you first follow it and you dissolve it and you observe it.
I said that. Okay. I said it must be true.
네, 그래서 저는 이제 두 가지 질문이 그러니까 일단 제가 하는 질문은 지금 설명하신 걸로는 그러면 이렇게 법정소 용의 단계를 거쳐야 되는 건 아란 이하를 말하는 건지가 일단은 질문들이거든요. 똑같은 내용인데, 네.
Okay. Also, there's a limitation on the length of the question.
So this can be done only the arahat in higher level.
This is what?
Follow the criticism and dissolve and observe it. This can only arahat can only do that.
Okay. My answer is I retract what I said. Too complicated. I'm ashamed of myself. I explained too much. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I see you as empty anyway. Can I continue my lecture? I will not count. It doesn't count as one question because I refuse to answer it. Okay, so you have two more questions still. Let's be fair. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here's what happens. So the fourth stage Arhat, the Hinayana practitioners, these are very, very good practitioners. They are able to enter the state of emptiness of the ego, of the self, and it feels wonderful. It's better than drinking. It's better than anything you can think of. I'm serious. It is so nice. Okay? It's just wonderful. Okay? Unfortunately, we can't stay there forever. That's the truth. But so it's so wonderful. Okay? And so these people said, why should I go back? I'd rather stay here. Okay? And that is called the transformation city. May I explain to you? The fourth stage Arhat enter this state of emptiness. When they enter this samadhi, they're detaching from everything. They see everything is empty. You are empty. The temple is empty. Money is empty. Everything is empty. And they feel so wonderful, so free, so light, so wonderful. So it's so much better than any sensual pleasures, by the way. And that's why I said, why should I go back? I've seen this. If I go back, And they said, I need to exit samadhi? What for? So that's attachment to that nice feeling there, to be free from your girlfriend, your fiance, your husband, your children, your job, money, worries, fame, fans, disciples. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay? So they said, wow, it feels so great. Why should I go back? What for? Because I go back, they give me more money, it's not going to make me any happier than this. They give me more, I get more disciples, it's not going to make me happier than this. So that's why I said, I'm not going back. And that is why it's called Transformation City. So far, so good? It's not real. Transformation meaning is not real. They're choosing to ignore their reality. The reason you have this body, the reason you are driving that green car is because you owe the bank money. Hey, do that. You cannot say, I'm driving the car, but I don't want to owe the bank. That doesn't work, right? You can't say that. You can't say that after you finish the lunch that your wife cooked you, and you say, "Okay, I don't need you anymore." What kind of person are you? Okay, so what happens to these four-stage arhat? They said, I'd rather stay here because when I go back, it's not that appealing to me anymore. My children, when I'm not in samadhi, I love my children dearly. When I go in samadhi, I love myself more than I love my children. If my children are empty, and it feels so wonderful when I see them as empty. When I see them as children, they're adorable, but they're a pain in the neck. You have to change diapers, you have to feed them, they whine, they grow up, and then they get married, they bring more problems to you. You see that? It's endless. So that's why these arhats, these people who are able to enter this samadhi, they're able to see everything is empty. They can drop everything and anything. And that's why they say, I'd rather be here. I don't want to go back anymore. And that place they'd rather be is called Transformation City. Because that city there, that place they're resting, is a transformation from their samadhi. It's not a real city. Is that clear? It's a manifestation of the mind. It's not a real city. The mind is at rest. The mind is free from worldly attachments. That's why it's just a state of mind. That's why it's called Transformation City. That's all. It's not real. It's a mirage. It's only real in the mind. But it has no physicality, it has no color, it has nothing. Therefore, it's not real. So far, so good? Now, if it's not real, that's not a good thing for you, right? How do you make sure that when you reach a level where you're able to drop everything when you're in samadhi, make sure you're not stuck in this transformation city and get lost there? What do? What should you do? What should you prepare for? Because let me tell you, this is very, very serious issue. I'm not joking, okay? You work so hard, you cross your legs, and you endure the pain, and you endure, a lot of hardship there. You reach this level, And it feels so wonderful. You say, wow, all the trouble I went through is well worth it. Okay? My putting up with my wife, my skipping out on my job, my boss, and enduring my boss, and so forth, and putting up with my children because my wife wants more children and that kind of thing, and now you realize you feel so wonderful to be free of them all. Okay? That's going to happen. So in Mahayana, we know that's going to happen to you. It's a problem. The big problem if you get stuck to it, if you are attached to it. If you're not attached to it, it's a good thing. But if you get there and you like it so much, you say, oh, I'm not going back. I'd rather stay in this transformation city. Then whose fault is it? Your teacher's fault. Because he did not prepare you for the transformation city manifestation. Got that? So in Mahayana, we prepare you immediately. Got that? He said, okay, when you go this path, when you meditate, you do chant eventually, and we see you, you're close to the transformation city. That's when we prepare you. Okay? And that's why when Jubi asked the question earlier, okay, it's like she asking about transformation city when she's like still 10,000 miles away. Therefore, we don't have to answer it. So far, so good? Jumi? So now it counts as one question, you hear? Okay, one left, that's all. Okay. You got that? So in Mahayana, we know there's a pitfall here in this chant practice. It's very, very undesirable for you. You don't want to be stuck here in this, suspended this thing called transformation city where you basically are doing nothing. You have no use to your wife, no use to your children, no use to society. You basically are useless. Now why bother doing meditation if you end up being useless? Meditation is supposed to be something useful, something that you can contribute, help you contribute to life, to society, to your family. It's not, that's a wrong approach. Okay? So that's why we teach you to contemplate emptiness as not empty. That's why we said, when you get to that state where you're able to see emptiness, there's one more step beyond that. Don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck in transformation city. When you get there, enjoy yourself. It's wonderful. We know that. Okay? All of us who went through it, who made it to the transformation city, it's wonderful. However, okay, you need to know that beyond that, it's even nicer than transformation city. Much nicer. The Hinayana people, they only tell themselves that you get the transformation city is wonderful. You made it. Okay? For us, we said, no, it's very small. It's much more wonderful beyond it. So don't stop at transformation city, keep going. That's the difference between Hinayana and Mahayana. Got that? And that's what it means here. When you get there, you experience emptiness. Transformation city is emptiness. You see empty, everything is empty. That's why you're free. You can put it down, everything down. Okay? And you contemplate then that emptiness you're seeing is not empty. Got that? Because when you dwell in the transformation city, you basically are skewed. You say everything is empty anyway, so I don't care. Okay? I can drop everything. It's true. Everything is empty. Okay? But it's only one phase of emptiness. You haven't reached something called true emptiness, which is further, much further away. So what you reach is an important milestone, but it's not the ultimate emptiness. The ultimate emptiness is called true emptiness. It's something that the Hinayana people don't have. Vipassana, they don't have that. Hinayana practitioners, the Thai, the Tibetans, and all those people, they don't understand true emptiness because they're ill prepared for it. No one taught them that they should not stop. And not stopping is contemplate emptiness as not empty. Does it help? Okay, so that's why my commentary here is for your sakes, is that you have to understand this concept of transformation city is just an illusion. It's not real. It's a mental, it's in your mind only. Not a real deal. You're useless. You might as well inhale. At least you can come out of it. You get stuck here, it's very difficult for you to get out. I'm serious. Okay? Questions? Jumi, does it help? Answer your first question? Okay, very good. So it counts as a question. Bodhisattva, wonderful birth.
妙身菩萨
Okay, what does he say here? He contemplates that the nature of mind is unproduced, thus all dharma is unproduced, and prasha wonderfully produced. Okay. Now it relates to the question of Jumi talked about, wonderful birth. He says that nature of the mind is unproduced. What is the nature of the mind unproduced? What does it mean? Let me tell you. The nature of the mind is unproduced, meaning the mind, the true mind, does not give rise to thoughts. Your true mind does not need to think. If you have someone like Jumi says, let me think, right, Jumi? Then she's not using her true mind. Everyone, all the Westerners, when you come to them and say, can I ask you a question? Why are roses red? And they said, well, good question, let me think. This person has no wisdom whatsoever. Okay, better late than never. Let me think. Huh? Okay? So it says the mind is unproduced, meaning the mind is free of your thoughts. You're thinking that the Western philosophers praise so much, Pascal, Descartes, so forth. Je pense, donc je suis, okay? I think, therefore I exist, therefore I am, okay? And nonsense. Is it Pascal or Descartes? I always confuse the two of them. They're both confused. Okay? I think, therefore I exist. That's a French philosopher's point. Okay? And that's what Rodin had this, the thinker. You look at him, you ever seen him? It's in the Legion of Honor, the statue right there. It's beautiful, beautiful museum. It's cute. Okay? Yes, really good visit. It's small enough you can walk around for 2-3 hours and walk away feeling refreshed. I've been to culture. Whereas you go to the Louvre, you walk in there and say, oh, I'm so tired, I need some coffee, I need sandwiches, I need, But in the Legion of Honor, you walk the whole museum and you walk out and say, oh yeah, I am culture. Jung, you have no culture whatsoever. He just... You got that? Okay. So, the mind, your true mind, does not need to think the way we think. Okay? The way you think. Okay? Because of that, all dharmas are unproduced, meaning that don't have to think of anything using your thinking mind. And that's when prajna comes to forth. What does it mean? I mean, this is so Chinese. It's so elegant. It's so poetic. You know what it means? What does it mean? Can I borrow $100? Huh? The price is $100. Think of it as $100. Okay? Okay. What does it mean? Anyone who gives the right answer gets $100, which is 1,000th of a Bitcoin. Oh no, 10,000th of a Bitcoin. Is it 1,000 or 10,000? Bitcoin is like 100,000 nowadays, so it's 10,000th. Okay? Anyone? What does it mean? It's very, very simple. Oh my God. The Chinese are too wordy. Go ahead, Chinese person.
It just says prajna wisdom is wonderfully produced. So you are enlightened or reach Mahasattva level, become a Buddha. I don't know.
Anyone else? Boy, would you like to do $100? You can buy a lot of candies for mommy.
Emptiness, empty.
Emptiness, empty. Very good. Wrong. Anyone else? It's beautiful. Can I try to save my $100 bills that I don't have? It means that when you stop thinking, your prajna wisdom comes to the fore. That's all it means. That's all. See, this is so Chinese, and they have to translate into English, and it sounds so important, so deep. But that's all it means. Stop thinking, and your wisdom, you have wisdom. It's that simple. When are you going to stop thinking, huh, Samson? He's thinking of Delilah. What's your girlfriend's name again? So if Samson goes to that Thai monk in Austin or whatever, and asks him, "Who's my future life?" The Thai monk would say, "Is my current girlfriend? My current girlfriend's going to be my wife?" And he's going to ask, "What's her name?" And say, "No, it's not. It's going to be Delilah." Anyway, you got that? It's very simple. This is the key. We training you right now. We're teaching you to cross your legs and make you endure this, insult you, yell at you, beat you up, abuse you, cajole you. Oh, it's for the sake of helping you find a way to put a stop to your thoughts. That's when prajna springs forth. Your true wisdom brings forth. That's all. That's what it says here. Prajna wonderfully produced. If you stop thinking, the mind is unproduced, meaning you stop thinking your thoughts right now, no matter what. Okay? Like your husband said, "Oh, you're so beautiful." You know it's not good for you. Stop thinking about it. Things men do to you. Oh, God. Okay? All dharma is unproduced. So see, that's what it means. When the mind is unproduced, meaning you don't think. No matter what he says, "Oh, my love. Amor. Okay? And you just don't take it serious that the mind is unproduced. All dharma is unproduced, meaning that you don't give rise to the desire to do anything for him, cook for him, and so forth. That's why I mean all dharmas are unproduced. You don't have to do anything. These women are saying, "But I like to do it for him." Losers. Okay? And that's when prajna is wonderfully produced, meaning that's when your prajna wisdom is activated. You see, eventually. It's cool. Questions? Four.
Master, what level is this?
1G or higher. Next. Bodhisattva flower adornment.
华严菩萨
Okay, commentary. Isn't it cool? Do you like this? If this is boring to you, I will skip this. I don't care. Okay, I can go very fast for you. Okay? Bodhisattva never resting. Contemplate emptiness are empty, not dwelling, and scoot towards emptiness and for sake of rest. By Bodhisattva wonderful birth. Contemplate nature, mind unproduced, all dharma unproduced, practice wonderfully produced. And then you play music. Oh, it's a wonderful world. You want that? Or would you rather me spend time talking to Jumi? Isn't it wonderful? You see how beautiful this commentary is here is from Great Master Chucha. He's so incredibly wise. It's fantastic, the insights he gives us. Okay? Why his name and why he's called Wonderful Birth? Because the wonderful birth here refers to the birth of your prajna wisdom. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Okay? Well worth it. Okay, next one. Bodhisattva flower adornment. It says here, cause of flower, blessing, and wisdom adorn Dharma body. Okay? So what it means is that, what it means is that I have a question here. Chan practice is about blessings and wisdom. Okay? Buddhist cultivation is you cultivate blessings, you cultivate wisdom. Is it clear? However, Chan is you cultivate samadhi. Why are the Buddhists so bent upon using Chan as training? Why do they have so much emphasis on Chan? From Buddha, from Bodhisattva, from the patriarchs and so forth, they depend on Chan to train the next generations. If you really are a teacher, okay, you really want to train people, teach people, you have to use Chan. That's the most important tool for us to transfer knowledge to you and to train you. Okay? But ultimately, you need to accrue blessings and open your wisdom. Because the Chan practice itself, okay, will help you create wisdoms and will help you create blessings and increase your wisdom. That's why in our approach, we make you sit for an hour, we sit an hour with you, and then we talk to you for an hour or 20 minutes, depending on who teaches. I spend an hour with you because I put more emphasis, a lot of emphasis on the wisdom side. My master, okay, he would allow his students to spend 20 minutes speaking Dharma after the sit. Okay, so the wisdom part is 20% of the sit itself. But for us, it's a same weight. Okay, because I want to develop your wisdom a lot faster than the Chinese style. But when you cross your legs, you're creating a lot of blessings. Believe it or not, when you endure the leg pains, you're creating tremendous blessings. It's not in vain. You endure it. One minute you endure the pain, you have more blessings from that. The more you struggle, this morning I scolded someone very severely, okay? It's because I endured enough, is the attitude. That's not Chan at all. Chan is that I endure more and more and more and more because every time I endure, I have more blessings. Stop whining. Anyone has a problem with that? Okay? To endure is to generate blessings. So far, so good? Okay. And the point here, he says flower adornment. So the teaching here from Great Master Sutra is that when we accrue blessings and wisdom, it goes towards adorning our Dharma body. Don't need to understand because then you ask me, what is the Dharma body? It's none of your business. You're too low. But it's further down the road. And this is the nature of the Sutra lecture. We want to open your mind because you're so used to the familiar and something that you can understand, you can put your arms around. We're trying to bring you back to your Buddha's wisdom where it's beyond your conscious mind, beyond what it can grasp. Okay? And so that's why we lecture, we talk, we speak Dharma to you, especially these sutra lectures are very important because they open your mind. Okay? And if you keep an open mind, you're extremely what? Creative. What the ordinary people call think outside of the box, and so forth, is basically keep an open mind. Don't restrain yourself to only the known or the familiar. Okay? Go where no man has gone before. Like Star Trek. You don't watch movie on TV, huh? You the most boring people. Okay? Okay, so there's something called the Dharma body that eventually, after you become enlightened to a very high level, you begin to get close and be able to appreciate the Dharma body. Right now, it's too low to talk about it. Any questions? It's funny, here in the U.S., we have a holiday, but in Korea, there's no holiday. How come no one going to lectures anymore? What's their excuse? Yes, yes, ma'am, 4.
Yes. Can you help explain what is blessing and wisdom? I know wisdom is not thinking, but what is wisdom and what is blessing?
Okay, good question. I never thought of it. I just say it's Buddhist thing, it's blessing, wisdom. What don't you understand? It's like rice and sushi. I mean, what's not clear to you? You see rice, you eat it. So what's blessing? That's a good point. It's funny. I knew it. I tell you a funny thing. Today after lunch, I'll walk back to my kitchen. Okay, behind that door you see there is a kitchen. I walk back kitchen and a thought arose in my mind. I'm going to have to explain blessings and virtue today. Are you impressed? So I'm prepared for her question. Thank you for asking a question. Blessings is what you get from creating karmas to help others. When you actually do something to help others, for the purpose of helping others, okay? Even if it's not successful, think about it. Even if you have the good intention, you say, I want to help, but you screw up, you still have blessings. Isn't that cool? What's behind blessings is the intent, the intention to help, to benefit others. That's a mindset that you find. Okay? Of course, if you can really benefit, you have more blessings than you can't. Okay? But the mere fact that you want to help, you're trying to help, creates blessings for you. Okay? How about wisdom? Wisdom is... I don't know what wisdom, how to explain wisdom. I only got that far as blessing, and I had to brush my teeth. We have a lot of constraints. Before we speak Dharma, we have to brush our teeth, believe it or not. If we didn't brush our teeth, then I have no blessings. Wisdom, if you will, very simple. Wisdom is to know without thinking. Case in point. Okay? All of us have at some point in the past already where we know things, the knowledge just came to us without us even analyzing, deducing, using deduction, analysis. It just came. Like you stand next to this person, wow, he likes me. You don't even have to look at his eyes. His eyes go goo goo gaga. You don't even have to. No, you just stand next to him and without looking, without glancing, and say, "Oh, he likes me. Okay, hello. This is my business card. Call me." Got that? And so wisdom is that knowledge, the knowing that does not arise from thinking. So for example, without thinking, today, as I told you, as I was brushing my teeth, I said, "Oh, I have to explain blessings and virtue today." Because when I was brushing my teeth, like every day, I don't think anymore. So, wisdom is kind of cool. Okay? Ordinary people, when they solve a problem, what do? They think. They say, "Let me think. Let me do research. Type ChatGPT. Look at ChatGPT answer and ask more follow-up questions, and then wean out the information." Okay, that's what people do. But what they don't realize is that occasionally, because are not quite at that level yet, occasionally they stop thinking, and all of a sudden they just know. You know it already. You're able to do that already. You're what's called the female intuition. Very strong in most of you, yes? Okay? And that's your wisdom right there. At work. Okay? So what happens, that knowledge here comes naturally to you without thinking, because of your blessings. Meaning that just because you empty your mind, you're not thinking, doesn't mean you can see what the next super lotto numbers are going to be. You don't have enough blessings to see it. You got that? All you can see is that he likes you. That's it. Yes, Way Mountain.
Yes, Master, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to come here and keep trying, and for your kind of encouragement to keep working at it.
You're welcome. And I apologize for being so mean and nasty. A very difficult childhood from Master Shinhua's temples. They abused me. And never the same ever. Anyone else? Next. Bodhisattva who contemplates the world's sounds.
观世音菩萨
Need we talk about her? I mean, you know more about her than I do. Contemplate mind to the point of single-mindedness, then can see Bodhisattva. What's the use in seeing the Bodhisattva? I don't understand this. Okay. But if you're into looking, if you want to see One Yin Bodhisattva, this is what he says, he suggests you do. Okay, boring. I want super loco, see super lotto and stuff like that. Seeing Bodhisattva, yeah, it's nice, but Bodhisattva, great strength.
得大士菩萨
Okay, thank you. So what does he say here? Proper contemplation of nature of the mind, subdue, control inner, outer world, demons, externalists, and okay. So this Bodhisattva, great strength here is he in the Pureland, what's in Bliss Pureland, the three sages, middle is Amitabha Buddha, to the left of him is One In Bodhisattva, to the right of him is Great Strength Bodhisattva. Okay? Great Strength, as the name says, he's so powerful. He can walk, and it feels like the earth is quaking, is trembling. His mere take one step, makes the earth tremble. He's that powerful. Like the equivalent is that when you walk on the DTT Buddha Hall floor, you can feel that's moving, right? That's the experience of Great Strength Bodhisattva. Are you grateful now? I helped you experience Pureland, what it's like when he walks around in Pureland. Everyone, oh, that's Great Strength Bodhisattva coming. Okay? And because of his strength, he's very, very scary. And he keeps the demons, enemies, externalists in check. Okay? So, when you guys go do the funeral service out there, okay, you can call him to tag along with you. Okay? Keep them in check. It's better than asking me for help. Okay, shall we do another one? Bodhisattva Brahma's net.
梵网菩萨，
Okay, we're almost towards the end of it, so I can't wait to move on from this. Yeah, it says here in a commentary slide, contemplation of the pure Dhamma net of all affliction living beings, and there's this is Buddhist jargon, and so when they talk about Brahma net, Brahma is pure, okay. Pure, sagely practices of loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Net signifies its vastness. Okay, so that's according to one explanation. And Master Tutor here says Brahma symbolizes purity, representing proper perception of pure Dhamma, and that encompasses all being, both inside and outside. So it refers to this net here, which I think is more. No. The net here refers to a tool. It's a net, it's very vast, so it captures all the birds. Okay? You use a net to capture the birds, capture the fish, lobsters, you name it. In the ocean, you drag this net here, and you capture a lot of fish. You lay a net in the sky, you capture a lot of birds. So the nets are meant to capture a lot of living beings, meaning to capture the afflictions from all kinds of living beings. Okay? And you capture it, meaning that you're able to address and help deal with all these various types of afflictions. All right? And what about Brahma? Brahma is purity, meaning that they capture all your afflictions and help resolve the affliction so that you have zero afflictions, which is purity. Does it help? You can go through this, but they're wordy, they're lengthy, the Chinese perspective. I want you to be clear, very practical for us, why we want the net. The net because, it captures all your children's affliction, your affliction, my affliction, everyone's affliction. They don't discriminate. You can handle everything. And then the Brahma is that they purify it. Okay? Purity. Any questions? Four.
Master, I just want to clarify here. I understand purity means no affliction. But you also used to say, oh, this is a pure monk. and people are more attracted to a pure person than how you look. Do you also mean this person has no affliction, or it means differently when the purity in those contexts?
When I say pure monk, usually a pure monk means that he observes the precepts very strictly. So that's what we call them, a pure monk. It's very simple for us. You know, I looked at, for example, some of the monks recently, the last couple of months, and I thought, what's the matter with him? Because he's not pure. What's the matter with her? It's not pure. It shows. When you don't follow precepts, it shows. Okay? And you start with the precepts, eventually it manifests itself as lack of afflictions, lack of thoughts. They're all related, but depending who you are, okay, where you are, we help you have different interpretations that would be more useful to you at that moment. Okay, dokie? Any other questions? Okay, this is too long. It's about we ran out of time, so we stop here today. Thank you, everyone. Oh no, it's not the end yet. Still have one more day tomorrow. Okay, rebirth transference. Thank you.